Thank you so much for stopping in. This is the transmission I have for you today. Status. Imagine the activities of a 3-ring circus, all in one ring. There is synchronicity. There is crowding. There are many activities happening. There is planned movements. There is intentional actions. There are interactions between the individuals acting amongst each other. Somewhere along the line of activities, movements, and actions, all playing out around you that are actually visibly distinguished one from another, somewhere along the line, synchronicities happen between separate parts. The blending of activities merge. It is a well-oiled intentional plan by universe directive that is temporarily hijacked by controllers. Planned movements interact with other activities, which causes disruptions that may seem unpredictable or not anticipated in advance. Seemingly, one mismove creates chaos. Or how about the disruptions, the chaos, the disruptions of the chaos redesigns the rest of the story, where things that are broken into many pieces, or the parts that no longer serve, or that are corrupt because become identified, can be articulated into reason by you, by humanity. And therefore, you have the ability to deal with it and decide what is wanted. The distractions are immense to the people of the earth realm. Distractions help you keep your eye off the ball. Distraction also allows for your life to get out of control by making you emotionally put attention to the distraction instead of reasoning and learning. The distraction delays your transition because now you need to repair your life that was disrupted by the elite imposed chaos, making you distracted and taking your eye off the ball, which also makes you have to catch up on the destruction caused by the distraction in your own life, the distraction in your own life. Thus, you need to repair in that area. Also, the area affected by the chaos. So what the disruption creates, because you're focusing on the destruction, it creates a chaos in your own life. And instead of just keeping your eye on the ball, you take it off, you get disrupted, you become emotional, you react. And then because of some area that was the chaotic event, so now your life has been in a tailspin. You have to repair your life, plus also repair the time that was lost in the chaos of the act that was perpetuated onto humanity by the controllers. It's a constant circle. So they're telling us, I'm going to continue in a minute, but they're telling us to stay focused. I'm going to continue. This is delay for your transition. I guess I should have read that first, but this delay. This is delay for your transition. Chaos. Chaos, movement, reveals, realignment. What is it? What is the circus meant to do? It is much easier to keep your elbows in and do your best to stay balanced and not get distracted by all the nonsense and possibly go into a frozen state, not a neutral state, a frozen state. Do not stop living your life freely and expressively. Understand there are unseen activities that continually attempt to undermine the energy resonance uplifting of humanity upon the earth realm. You are in a time of grand adjustments. Some adjustments are slight, some adjustments are great, slow, and fast moving. It is a most divine time of transition. It is wise to maintain an observatory state, not a frozen state, so your transmutation continues. You are in a time of choosing. Be active, be observant, do not have emotional vibrational reaction. It is a play of a three-ring circus. That's where the transmission ends. It's a circle. It's and because if we do allow it, because the mainstream media apparently, I mean, they're constantly keeping that circle going, you know, that re emotional re acting, putting in disruptive things, so we get distracted. And when we get distracted, our lives, we kind of forget to run our lives the way we're supposed to sometimes. They said distractions help you keep your eye off the ball. Distractions also allow for your life to get out of control by making you emotional. That's what's happening. I mean, and we're finally coming to that realization. We're finally realizing that, you know. They said a three-ring circus is a well-oiled, intentional plan by universal directive. So the three-ring circus is chaotic by the controllers. It causes chaos, it causes disruption. Part of that is a universal directive also. The good side of it is a universal directive, which leads us to getting to the point where we make decisions. They said that the well-oiled intentional plan by universal directive that is temporarily hijacked by controllers. So it's temporarily hijacked, but in the meantime, we're also learning. We're also seeing so that we can make a choice down the road. We need to know this stuff personally, individually, collectively, so that we can know what we want. We know what we want. We know if we want to go this way or that way. We know what we want. That is why the foundation that we were being taught 2 years ago is so important, to know your foundation, because you know what you will accept, what you won't accept. And in this time of chaos and three-ring circus activities, we can decide, we can easier decide because we know what our foundations are. We know each individual in the teachings that my transmissions have done in the past. It tells us it told us to get prepared for what we will tolerate and what we won't tolerate. That's a simplistic way to say it, but that's what they were teaching us a couple of years ago. We really have to understand this message. We really have to listen to this, understand it. Because the longer we allow it, the longer the delay happens. We'll never have a reset. We'll never have all the things that we're hoping for. We will continue in the WRSs around the world, in our backyards, in across the street, in other nations. It's just going to continue until we put a stop to it energetically. And then they did kind of put it into a new perspective, that the chaos and all that, chaos creates the disruptions. But what if, they're saying, but how about, this is what they said, how about, for instance, if the disruptions, the chaos redesigns the rest of the story, where all the crumbling, all the pieces are not to be picked, some are being meant to be picked up. But what if it's just a redesign? It's not really, it's chaos, but we have the opportunity to look at it as a redesign. No, we didn't lose it. Yeah, it crumbled, but we still have the core. Or yeah, it crumbled, but we certainly didn't need that in our lives. It was not helpful to the people. That's what they're saying, is a redesign. Look at it as a redesigning. The crumbling is happening. We've known that for, what have they been telling us, that for about a year? And then after the crumbling, our future is redesigned. And it's based on the choices that we can make now from the learning that we're doing right now. That's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for stopping in, and please stay tuned because there's a lot more to come.